A large sponge cake with meringue is prepared for about 5 hours, but the result justifies these efforts. This cake uses 3 types of cream and a candy composition. I made a biscuit for 2 servings. 1. The number of ingredients for this cake is enough to prepare a large festive dessert for a large family. So, we immediately prepare a biscuit. The recipe is simple. Beat 5 eggs with a glass of sugar, baking powder and a glass of flour. I don't separate the eggs. It turns out to be a beautiful fluffy sponge cake. 2. Baking powder can be replaced with soda slaked with vinegar. Whisk until fluffy, after which you need to pour into a mold. 3. Be sure to grease the mold with oil, and cover the baking parchment on the bottom. Pour out the mass, and distribute it evenly. 4. We send it to a preheated 180-degree oven, and bake at the same temperature for about 30 minutes. 5. The finished biscuit should cool down, after which it can be removed from the mold. Let it cool completely. I cooked for 2 servings, so I doubled the amount of ingredients. 6. The cooled biscuit should be cut into pieces, as much as possible. The thinner you cut, the more layers you will get. 7. Now we prepare the cream. Rub through a sieve, or whisk the cottage cheese in a blender, then whisk it with powdered sugar, gradually adding softened butter. 8. In another bowl, I mixed a little cream with mulberry juice. Beetroot is possible. I did this in order to decorate the top of the cake with another cream. Now send the cream to the refrigerator, and cook the meringue. 9. For 1 serving of syrup goes a glass of sugar, and 70 grams of water. Fill the sugar with water, and put it on the fire. No more than 8 minutes should pass from the moment of boiling. Meanwhile, we proceed to the eggs. 10. Beat the cold whites to a thick foam. When the syrup is ready, pour it into the proteins in a thin stream, and do not stop whipping. 11. When the meringue becomes dense, the cream is ready. Beat it for about 10-15 minutes at a speed of 3-4. 12. The first layer is smeared with cream, then covered with a cake. The next layer is impregnation with berries. I left some syrup, and soaked the second cake with it. Cherries will be the tastiest, but you can take any berries. 13. The third layer is meringue. We smear them, and cover them with a cake again. If you still have a biscuit, follow the buttercream meringue sequence. 14. If you have a pastry syringe or a bag, decorate the cake with the remaining meringue. I was preparing another portion. For 4 proteins there is a glass of sugar, and 70 grams of water. For syrup, to play on the contrast, I added a little citric acid to decorate the meringue. The result was amazing. Sweet cake with sour cream is an amazing combination. You can decorate the top with cream, or confectionery according to your taste. 15. This is how our cake looks in the section. Have a nice tea party.